starting place?
If he's not there, he's certainly right on the door, and he should be banging down on Michael Carrick. I think I liked his celebration because I'd like to see aggression from him. He's 6'4". I mean, he should be beating centre backs up. And there's a little bit when you saw him earlier on in the season, he looked a little bit timid, a little bit upright. And just now, he's just starting to have a little bit more power about him. And to me, he's quite quick when he actually gets going, and you see him sort of make his moves forward. But that celebration, I thought, was a message to everybody. I mean, also, mainly those Manchester United fans over in the corner who were going wild. But that was a message to say, get me in this damn team now. This is my start. I start next time. I think he'll be really disappointed, having scored the goal against West Ham, which is a wonderful goal, not to be in that team today. You say he had a difficult time under Ruben Amorim, absolutely, but Michael Carrick's not started him yet in any game.
Yeah.
So he's obviously, to be fair, preferring other players, it's fair to say. However, what he's now done in these last 3 games, the winner against Fulham, the West Ham goal, which was a big goal to get a point out of that game where United didn't play well, and then this today, a winner in a game where, again, Manchester United haven't played well. It was a world-class counter-attack. And absolutely, I mean, I always think the best Manchester United goals, my favourite Manchester United goal ever is the actual Ronaldo header away in, I think it was Rome, in the Champions League. I've never seen anything like it. It's like monumental. But then when you put the other goals in there, I always think of counter-attacking goals. The goal at Arsenal in the Champions League, another goal at Arsenal, I think, in the league. Just amazing, quick, devastating counter-attacks are what I believe, I see when I think of a Manchester United goal. That is as good as you'll see. The Cunha pass is absolutely sensational. And then Burmo, that's when he's at his absolute best. When you think of him at Brentford or you think of him at his best at United in these last few months, is when he's running on to play the counter-attacking. And United are a better counter-attacking team than they are actually trying to break teams down. And then you see Šeško's run, and it's the classic. And he's got a bit to do. He's got a good goalkeeper in front of him, and he just really solidly hits it into the corner. And I don't know how long, it must have been 5 or 6 seconds from the point it was cleared out of the box. But it was a brilliant goal. And for Šeško now, I think on Sunday against Crystal Palace, I think he starts. And I haven't always been convinced about him this season. But what you have to do, I think, is move with what you see. And I think there is a moment now where United have just struggled in the last couple of games against West Ham and Everton. He looks like he's growing in his game and in his body, and he looks like he's got more power in his sort of performance. His confidence is high. And I think now on Sunday, I think Michael Carrick starts him. Just feeling how Michael will look at that, I think it would kill the lad if he didn't start on Sunday. So I think what you'll see on Sunday is probably Cunha to the left and Burmo to the right. I think Šeško up top, and I think you'll see Bruno obviously in behind. And I think that Ahmad will just slip out for a game, which is not he's been really good, Ahmad, but I think Šeško starts Sunday because I don't think you can't not start him. Scoring 3 games on the bounce, scoring winners and equalisers, doing what he's done tonight.
When Gary Neville speaks about Manchester United, it often comes from a place of deep understanding and high standards. So when he described Benjamin Šeško's recent celebration as a message to everyone, it carried more meaning than a simple post-match observation. It felt like a defining moment. Šeško's reaction after finding the net was not just about joy. It was controlled, intense, and deliberate. The kind of celebration that suggests a player is aware of the noise around him, and ready to answer it. For weeks, questions had lingered about consistency, adaptation, and whether he could truly lead the line at a club of United's magnitude. In that moment, Šeško responded the only way that matters, on the pitch. There has been a noticeable shift in Šeško's performances. His movement looks sharper, his decision-making more confident, and his presence more imposing. He is no longer just participating in games, he is influencing them. Neville's interpretation of the celebration highlights something deeper than form. It points to mentality. At a club like Manchester United, talent alone is never enough. Players are judged by how they respond to pressure, criticism, and expectation. Šeško's celebration suggested he is beginning to embrace that reality rather than shy away from it. Goals change games, but moments define players. What made this stand out was the sense of intent behind it. The celebration felt like a declaration, of belief, of resilience, and perhaps even of arrival. Neville, having lived through the pressures of Old Trafford himself, understands these signals. He recognized that this was not just relief from scoring, but a player making a statement to fans, critics, and teammates alike. He is ready to take responsibility. Supporters are quick to connect with players who show passion and fight. For many, Šeško's reaction resonated because it reflected the emotions they feel, frustration turning into belief, doubt turning into defiance. At Manchester United, the crowd doesn't just celebrate goals, they respond to character. If Šeško continues to combine performances with visible determination, he will quickly become a fan favorite. It may be too early to label this as a defining chapter, but it certainly feels like a turning point. Every top striker has that moment where everything clicks, the confidence, the rhythm, the understanding of what it means to lead the line. If Neville is right, then this celebration was more than just a reaction. It was a signal. And if Šeško builds on it, Manchester United may be witnessing the rise of a striker ready to carry the weight, and expectation, of one of football's biggest shirts.